Hello folks, and welcome to the Primal Calling community video. This video will go in details about what you can expect from the Primal Calling DLC, as well as the free content update that accompanies it. 2 new classes, 1 new ancestry, and 1 new background are not the only things that are coming to Solasta. You can also look forward to a level cap increase from level 10 to level 12, improvements to the Dungeon Maker, and the usual bug fixes and quality of life improvements, such as adding scars and facial paint to the character creator. Oftentimes the strongest of the party, the Barbarian is the newest addition to our martial lineup. Barbarians focus on getting up close and personal with their enemies. Their most defining feature is their ability to enter a rage, making them stronger, hit harder, and even become resistant to certain damage types. Some Barbarian archetypes can further enhance their rage with additional powers. Berserkers are frightening combatants who go all in on offense, consequences be damned. They can enter a frenzy during their rage, allowing them to make additional attacks with their bonus action, with the risk of suffering from exhaustion when it wears off. They also become immune to charm and fear while raging, and can even scare enemies with their presence. Magebanes are descendants of tribes who suffered immensely during the Manacalon era, and therefore developed a profound hatred of spellcasters. When harmed by magic, a Magebane can let out a powerful war cry in retaliation, damaging all foes around them. They also deal additional damage to creatures capable of spellcasting, and at higher levels become resistant to most spells. A subclass designed by our community, barbarians who follow the Path of Stone often hail from far up north. They are known to be incredibly durable, thriving even in the most hostile environments and weathering even the most powerful blows. Stone barbarians constantly receive shielding from the land while they rage, and their skin becomes harder the more opponents they face, making them near impossible to take down. Magic users are also welcoming a new class amongst their ranks. The Druid draws power from nature, which grants them not only spells but also the ability to transform into beasts. This power to wild shape gives Druids a strong staying power in the battlefield, as they can endure attacks in their animal form to later on turn back into their original shape and unleash a barrage of spells. Druids from the Circle of the Land attune themselves with their environment, granting them access to more spells than most of their counterparts. They are never slowed through non-magical means, and they become immune to poison and diseases. Fays and elementals, beings deeply attuned to nature, also become unable to charm or frighten them. The bond Druids from the Circle of Kindred Spirits share with nature is so strong that it materializes into a spirit companion. This spirit takes the form of an animal and follows them wherever they go, helping them in combat. The powerful connection they share makes them able to partially transfer any damage taken from one to another. The second subclass designed by our community, the Circle of Winds, is fairly peculiar, even amongst Druids. Its practitioners value freedom above all, and they let their faith glide with the mana currents carried by the winds. Druids from this circle are incredibly hard to catch. They can slip away whenever they cast a spell, they can summon protective gales to shelter the party against any harm, and the winds even come to guide their allies' attacks in the right conditions. Having previously lost against a half-elf during our Kickstarter campaign, the half-orcs are back in this DLC. They possess greater strength and constitution than most other ancestries, and they can see in the dark thanks to their orcish heritage. Furthermore, they make for fantastic frontliners thanks to their relentless endurance and savage attacks feature, which makes them both harder to kill and more dangerous to face. As almost all our existing backgrounds implied coming from a large city, we added the Wanderer background to go hand in hand with the new classes of the DLC. With proficiency in nature, survival, smith tools, and the herbalism kit, Wanderers are always ready for adventure. We also added a background quest to the Wanderer background, which will take you into the abandoned mines of Copperan at the side of an old friend. With the free content update, we're increasing the level cap from level 10 to level 12 on all classes. Spellcasters get access to level 6 spells, fighters unlock their second extra attack, and rangers get their third archetype feature. Everyone gets a little something with level 11 and 12. So far, the Dungeon Maker has always been about taking your party into dangerous territories filled with traps and monsters. But heroes have to rest sometimes. Going back to the city, trading loot with the local merchants, spend a relaxing evening chatting with people at the tavern, or you could go straight back into Final Cultist and busting into smugglers' dens. For those of you who felt a little limited by Solasta's bestiary, you will now be able to customize existing monsters by tweaking their attacks, HP, AC, and saving throws, as well as giving them custom names. Want to name that one Bennett Wimplow and give him garbage stats as a joke? Well, you absolutely can. All of this is possible thanks to Solasta's newest feature, the Campaign Creator. It allows you to bundle up your dungeon maps together and customize not only monsters, but also items, NPCs, and merchants, although to a lesser extent for now. The Primal Calling DLC and its free content update are available to purchase and download right now. To learn more about all the changes, such as community requests like being able to skip the tutorial, make sure you read the full patch notes linked in the description below. Have a great day, and we hope to see you all back in Solasta.